Hello YouTube, Adam here and welcome back to Train Simulator 2017. In this episode we're going to carry on with the London to Brighton route missions, and on, I think it's Wednesday the next one's out, I'm not too sure. I'll think of doing like Piccadilly or something, I don't know. Now I have moved up the settings a bit. I was having a think about it and I thought I better improve the video quality overall. So I have upgraded the graphics on the in the settings. Hopefully it works. I did a couple of tests without recording and it worked perfectly fine. Hopefully it will not kill it. I went round from London Piccadilly all the way through to Urmston, through Flixton and all through there. So if it can run that, then surely it'll be able to run a couple of other routes as well. Okay, let's press drive and see what we've got to do. Career, London to Brighton. So I've got to do this F1. This is I don't know how to get rid of this. This is a workshop item one. Actually, can I get off it from here? Because it is a workshop item, but I'm not 100% sure. Is it that one? Well, let's just have a check. All the ones with the Cardiff Bay, Midway Service, all the ones that I've got the London to Brighton, all these trains here, the class 337 or the 377s. What is it? There's the 377s in it. All the ones that I've got them, I'm going to get rid of. Just because. And I'll keep the Garrick Shuffle. Okay, let's try that. Career. London to Brighton. Nah, don't get rid of it. Okay, so last time we did burst pipes. Now I think I'm going to do capital commuters. I'm going to do this in two halves, as all these will have to be, because I can't just upload an hour, apart from this one here. Oh, but actually, you know what I'm going to do? I did burst pipes. I'm going to do Purley Plougher CS. I'm going to do that one just because it's snowing and it's 30 minutes. And then next episode, I will do capital commuters, City Express, Seaside Express and Southern Connections. Just so that I'm not going from a nice 30-minute video last time straight into a 15 minutes, I say, straight into an hour video, so it can work up slowly. Also, next episode, I'm either going to be doing the Northern Somerset one, which has got quite a lot of short ones, so you'll probably do them ones there. And then I'll probably do the South Wales ones. Oh, if you do go to free roam or whatever standards, you know, there's a lot we can use, different types of trains. You got the class 166 there, you know, class 47, but you know, we're not going to do them yet, we're going to do the career first. So let's get into the Purley Plougher CS. Start. Hopefully it doesn't lag too much, because if it can stand recording in the snow on the settings I've got, then the settings are fine and will work on pretty much anything else really. There we go. Hello driver, today you'll be driving a service bound from Milton Keynes, stopping at Clamplan Junction for a driver change. Due to the severe weather Due to severe weather conditions, you'll be running from Purley instead of South Croydon to aid in keeping the line free of snow. Okay, I guess we're just doing a little route. Okay, so there we go. We seem to be getting a solid about 20-90 FPS, which is always good. I don't know if you can see my mouse. If you can't, I'm sorry, but I think I set it up a bit wrong. Anyway, let's stick it into forward gear. Oh god. Actually, I'll wait for the passengers to get on first, because there's no point rushing into things. So, not sure how long it's going to take for them to get on. Okay, so the passengers are on, so we'll stick into forward gear, turn off. Why is the shortcut not working? Okay, we have 4 cars. We do need to set the speed, but we're just going to need to get going in a second anyway. So let's turn on the lights, start accelerating. It's a green light, but the windshield is absolutely covered in rain, so let's just write that off. Perfect. Okay then, so we're off. It's now 25 zone, so let's just increase the speed a little bit. If you press F4, it gets rid of that. Now that looks pretty nice if you ask me. You know, still not the best graphics in the world, but you can admit they are a lot better than what they were. And that's the main thing. Because before, you know, the track barely looked like a track. And if it rained, well, you didn't see the rain, but when it rained and that thing, you didn't even get any rain on your windscreen. It was just a weird kind of just going straight down kind of rain. It was weird. Obviously, all rain goes down, but it was like a bit like default texture pack rain on Minecraft in the olden days. So that's why I thought about upgrading the settings to also try out the rain as well. Also, this window now opens, which is great. Also changes the audio quality. And I really start braking now because it's got icy roads. So if I get wheel spins, I'll get a fine. Well, not a fine, but I'll get points deducted off me for getting wheel spins if I brake too harshly on these icy conditions. So I need to make sure that I'm going. Obviously, I don't want to be just going up to the station really slow, but I do need to be careful on how much I'm braking just to make sure I'm not sliding. Okay, this is a little bit slower than what I was planning to be at. To be honest, I thought it would take a bit longer to slow down than that. But on the good side, you're not going to get wheel slip and we'll stop at the station. I remember doing this mission a while ago and I just skidded right past the station. I had to reverse back in. Luckily, I had passing red lights turned off. Okay, please don't wheel spin, don't wheel spin, don't wheel spin. Perfect. Let's open the door for the passengers to get on and off. My driver's having a bit of a good time in there, look at him. He looks a bit too happy. I mean, I know you're driving trains and, you know, imagine it is some good fun, I guess. Yeah, I'm not a train driver, so I wouldn't know how fun it is to drive a train. I mean, it might be like the most boringest thing in the world, to be honest with you, but you know, he just looks a bit too happy. Maybe that's just me. Okay, doors have shut. Let's stick it to 100. I'm still assuming that this train can just go from 0% to 100% in throttle because it seems to manage it fine, so I'm just going to assume that. Let me just move that up. Okay, so next stop is South Croydon Platform 3 in 1 mile. I'm not sure how many stations I'm going to, so I need to go to South Croydon Platform 3. I need to pick up them from South Croydon Platform 4. Then I've got to do Selhurst Platform 2, Thornton Heath Platform 2. Bloody hell, these are a lot of stations here. And I end at Captain Junction, which is 9 miles away, so it's not too far. Okay, another station coming up. Let's just back off the accelerator for a minute. Stick it on some just direct braking. Yeah, look, they're not too far away, these two. There's Brighton. Okay, I'm just going to get off the braking now and wait until this gets to about 15 before I put a brake back on. Just because I don't know, because the slower you start going, the faster the braking works. I'm not sure why, but that's what it does. So I'm just going to not brake for a little bit later than usual. We have got a sander. I'm not sure if that's to stop your wheel slipping or whatnot. So I'm not 100% sure what the sander's there for. I've never used it. Does seem to make a difference if you use it or not anyway. Well, I can't tell the difference. There might be a massive difference, but I can't tell it, so you know. Also, this train, I'm not sure. This train's free, to be honest with you, because when I first got Train Simulator back ages ago, well, not ages ago, but I remember this train ever since 2014 or 2015's edition. I think it was 2015's edition. I remember this train, and the map came with it, the London to Brighton. So I think this map and this train are like the base game, if you would, and then all the other ones like the little what's it called, Piccadilly to Liverpool and all them lot are DLC obviously. I'm not too sure about Munich to is it Augsburg or something? Or Sherman Hill, they came with mine, so they might be the base game as well. I'm not 100% sure on them. Right, doors are shut. Let's go. Okay, got a green light ahead, which is great. We have got a 45 mph speed limit up ahead in half a mile. Well, actually no, just under a mile. But until then, we're going to be accelerating. But if I stop going 45 now, I've got all this time, I've lost speed. Rather than if I go up to 60 and slow down about there or something. I also can't see these lights. I mean, I'm quite glad they don't just have them really. They just turn red for no reason. Like I imagine they would in the olden days, because I'm sure they didn't have like such a complex system. I mean, they probably would have still had some form of system like it. But I'm sure they wouldn't have had nearly as complex as these. But that's what I've got. How did they always know when to stop in the only? Maybe they just had it where they only stopped at train stations themselves. Maybe they didn't have like all these junctions all over the place. I don't know how olden trains used to be honest, survive. To be honest with you, I mean, well, it must have been chaos. I've been like not knowing if the next one's going to be a red, but anyway. Also, so if you can hear that, you've got some you'll be able to hear a little bit. I think I'll try and mute it out. We've got some builders cutting stone or something. I don't really know what they're cutting, slates or something, in the behind my house for the new houses they're building. So it's going to be a little bit noisy this episode, maybe the next. But hopefully, with the power of editing and all that lot, I'll be able to get rid of most of the noise. Obviously, you might be able to still hear a little bit of the noise, but I'll get rid of most of it. Or maybe you'll just stop like that and it'll be perfectly fine. Though it is really, really smoky out the back of my house now. But, you know, whatever. As long as I've got my windows shut. So, where are we now? We're at East Croydon platform 4. Where do we have to go? Selhurst platform 2, which is only a mile away. So you see, there are quite a lot of close-up ones, so I don't think it's too bad of a route, to be honest with you. You know, most of these routes are enjoyable. The only ones I'd say aren't enjoyable are the Sherman Hill ones. That's just simply because, apart from the fact I'm not a big fan of the train itself. I can't remember what it's called, but I'm not a massive fan. Oh bloody hell, what's that? I think I just ran over someone. But apart from the fact I'm not a massive fan of the Sherman Hill trains, I can't remember what they're called. There'll be a picture of them coming up now or something. It's just, they're way too long. They're like 100 minutes. You know, it's not that much longer than some of these. But a majority of that, you're going like 5 miles an hour. And then you pass a red light and then you lose. And you'll always be right at the end and you pass one red light. It's like going into Piccadilly on the end of a mission. And you don't notice that red light was actually for you, not for the other train. And then you fail because I know you can turn it off, but I mean, in real life that would really mess up a service. Okay, I'm just going down to 40 now, might as well, I'm only down the road from it. See, I actually have no idea where I am, because I've never been down this part of this track before. You know, I've gone London to Brighton, and I did an airport one in my old YouTuber channel. That was a pretty good episode, because I got 2,000 views in that one. Not sure why, we never got that many views ever again in the whole of that old channel's, like, going, I guess you could say, or career or whatever. But it got 2,000 views. Not sure why. Not sure how. Maybe something had happened because I had Gatwick Airport in the tags. Maybe it linked up somehow. I don't know. I've never have figured it out, to be honest with you. Oh, remember someone was arguing with someone else over what type of train it was, even though it had written along the front there 3377. They were arguing over which version it is, if it was the steam one or the electric one, or the diesel one, shall I say, not the steam one. I mean, I think it has got a pantograph button. So there we go. Problem solved. It is a diesel train, but this one's got a pantograph. So maybe that argument wasn't as stupid as it sounded. I stopped a bit too early for that. There we go. Just get my back end in. Okay, start braking. So I think this is classed as a diesel, to be honest with you, even though it has got a pantograph on it and it is capable of it. I think it would class as a diesel just because of the fact that it majority runs on diesel and it doesn't really use, because of the line its own, there's not a lot of electric lines anyway, so I think that is just a feature if it goes onto another little line, which or they run out of fuel or something. I think it's more of a safety thing. Have I got special in on the top of there? No, I don't know, it's a special service. There we go. Okay, off to the next junction. I'm going to assume the doors are shut because these screens here have turned off. So my screen went onto the other screen for it then. Also, hopefully the screen resolution's okay for you. Make sure to comment down below if it is, because I've changed tellies now, monitors shall we say. As before I had a 1920 by 1080 one or something like that. And then on my right I had a smaller one which was some weird dimensions, but it was just there so I could have my recording up on that screen and then I don't have to keep tabbing out of this to see it. I'm going up to 45. But like, but now I've swapped it, so now I've literally got a monitor, a Samsung telly that you would use for like your Skybox or your Virgin Media box or whatever box you've got, and I'm using that to run this game on as my main gaming monitor, and I'm recording it, but I don't know if this is going to come out a normal resolution or the resolution that this telly is in, because obviously I've not ever tried this before. So if it looks perfectly fine, looks the same as the others, if it looks better than the others or whatever, then make sure to comment down below about it, just so I know, just so I don't have to go around changing a load of settings if I don't have to. Perfect. Also, I found the best setting in the world the other day. It was to stop that cutscene at the start of the game, because that is a really annoying cutscene. You can sit on board on a train. Not a lot happening in this cab. What about the next one? No? There's no one on this train. I don't know. So I'm getting points because I'm on time, sort of, as departing. Yeah. Why is that on 45? But it's close enough to it. Also, don't press this button if you're new to this game, don't press that button. I found out the hard way. I thought, oh, a big red button, let's press it. Because I had that AWS alarm going off, and I couldn't find where the button was for it. Obviously now I know it's this big yellow one, but back then I couldn't tell, so I pressed that one, assuming it was that one, and that's the emergency brake. So don't press that one. If that alarm does go off, press this big yellow one here. It's normally yellow or little white button. Well, let's increase the speed. There we go. Norbury platform 2. Funny name that. It's a cool effect that. The I can't remember what it actually scientifically is called. Is it like the Doppler effect or something like that? I don't know. I'm probably talking out my arse at the moment. But really, like when it's passing you and it's horning, it kind of goes from a high pitched noise to like a low pitched noise, as I was just showing you there. I think it's called the Doppler effect, something like that. And if it is right, then I guess I'm right. If it's not right, you'll see up here or something at the actual name of it, or like something like that. I don't know. If editing me remembers to put that in. Also, on transitions with this thing now, because obviously I've got myself an editor kind of thing. I'm not sure which transition I like using, because I know you should really stick to one, sort of. But I do like a lot of them. I think it's sticking to that Ripple one that was on the Bridge Constructor episodes, because I do like that Ripple one. Pretty nice. I'm not sure what that means, that display board, or what's that? That's anti-aliasing. I think I picked the wrong one for that. It's actually anybody on this train, but there's people there. There's people on every cab. When I go to first person mode, it's not in the train. What is this? Can I open this door using that button? No. I don't know why I'd want to do that anyway, because that'll mess up the train completely. But so this is first class. I wonder what it's like to be in first class in a train. I've always been just whatever the standard is. Been in the quiet cab once. Didn't really enjoy that, to be honest with you, because it was obviously the quiet cab. And I'm not very quiet. I mean, I can be quiet at times, but when you know you have to be quiet, I'm just no good at it. I'll find something funny that isn't even funny. Just seeing like someone just sat there minding their own business, and it will just set me off. Don't know why, but that's what it does. Yeah, I've only ever done, is it coach or something? Is coach the standard one for trains? I can't ever remember. But that's the most I've ever been in on a train. Well, that has carriages like that. I mean, I've been on lots of trains that don't even have like first class or anything. All the classes are pretty much the same. But yeah, a lot of the I think it's the 150s. They don't have like first class, second class, or that lot. It's just a train, and you just get on it. You can obviously reserve seats and stuff like that if you really want to, but you know, it's not really much point, because you know it's not exactly like the world's poshest trains anyway, are they? I mean, it doesn't really matter where you sit or stand, unless obviously you want it for a really long amount of time. Then I guess that's understandable. Oh, have I bit off more than I can chew with this one here? Oh dear, please stop, please stop, please stop, please stop, please stop. Okay, wait. Okay, no, it doesn't affect that. Okay, I just lost some points for no reason. Okay, well, I lost about 30 points, I think it was. Oh look, she got on the train. I mean, I love how I wish there was like actually step on the train, like at least make them sort of step onto here then disappear. Just don't step on the platform and they just fade away. Just let them get on the train then disappear or something. I do want that new train sim mode. I want to do the Great Western Main Line, or whatever it's called. The only problem with it is to get that. Oh Jesus! To get that one there, you have to buy the default game. That was a DLC. So I've got to buy the American one first, and then buy the Great Western Main Line one, which is kind of a clever way to get your product sold. But it is really annoying. I mean, they could easily sell them as two separate games, to be honest with you. I mean, it's not that hard, is it? But it does look like a pretty good game overall, though, so I'll give them that. There's the 60-mile-an-hour limit. Hopefully I can get my tail in before I get to 45, and I will. Perfecto. So I was thinking of maybe doing some Xbox games on this YouTube channel. This is obviously in the future, not straight away, as I've still got the series going and stuff like that. But I was thinking about doing that. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I might just do like when you record using game DVR. and then just upload it to the cloud and then just download it on and edit it there. That's what I did on my old one, and it seemed to work perfectly fine. I've tried that streaming stuff, you can stream onto your computer, but the graphics overall look terrible on it. So even on very high settings on the streaming, the graphics do not look the best at all. So so I think I'll try a game DVR or something like that. It looks like to be like some little game, like maybe like not Dirt 3, WRC 5 or something like that, or Formula 1 2016. Obviously, we get 2017 before that point, then 2017. But yeah, thinking of doing that anyway. Let's just back off the accelerator here. What the bloody hell? Oh, why is it suddenly gone so dark? I don't even know. Right, anyway, let's start slowing down for this 40 zone up ahead anyway. I'm not sure why it's just gone from quite a nice sunny day to it's nearly pitch black in my cab. But luckily everything illuminates, so it all does. I was also thinking about doing an OMSI video, but the problem with OMSI is, well, it's not too bad. Like, for a game that only 2 people had made, you know, it is a good game. When you think about it, because obviously they're selling it for quite a lot. I mean, it's not quite a lot, it's like 20 quid, but you know, you think with 20 quid you'll get a good game, and it is a good game, like, you know, you'll have fun on it. But the only problem is with it is it's badly optimised. That is the only problem really with OMSI. Apart from the fact that like, the DLC is stupidly priced and you could buy like 2 more of the game with it. Like one bus would be like 30 quid or something. But apart from the fact that it's badly optimised, it is a pretty good game. You know, it's pretty fun. I never thought about bus driving would be fun until I started playing that game. You also got some Brighton maps on there, so you never know. I might do that. Obviously this is like if I get like a steering wheel or something, because I've tried it with the gamepad and I do not like it. And with the keyboard it's a bit too hectic for all the buttons you have to press and everything. But you know, we'll try it if we get a controller. Not a controller, a steering wheel. It doesn't have to be a 900-degree one, obviously. I mean, I played it on a 180-degree one, but obviously I want more than just 180, so even just a 600 one would be fine. Okay, let's stick it to 100. It is on 60. Good. And green light ahead. Right, how many more stops have I got to do? Got 1. So I've got to pick up got to pick up 1 from here, and then from Clapham Junction, which is only 2 miles away. So we nearly have actually done this mission. It's been 20 minutes so far, so it is pretty close to the word of it saying it'll be half an hour. Might be a little bit over because obviously I had quite a large introduction then, so that's probably why it's at 28 minutes. Probably be at 25 now if it's just a pure game. I was thinking about setting up like a little outro thing on YouTube, because I'm not a big fan of intros and stuff like that. Just because half the time, oh jeez, I went down too low. Just because half the time they either look really badly done, or they're going for so long that if anyone was interested, they've gone completely off wanting to watch the video. That's why I don't do introductions. I'll just have the thing fade in or whatever, and it'll start straight away. That is the main reason why I don't use introductions on it, just because of that reason. But I might start an outro, because you know at that point everyone's watched the video anyway, and it might just be like a thing where you know like links to links like the next video or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to have a think about it. Obviously, I have no idea how to set one of them up anyway, so it's gonna take some time for me to learn how to do it. So, but I was thinking about doing an outro anyway. They actually textured the inside this bridge. Yeah, they sort of have. It's all the same texture. Also, with if you happen to have watched the Tekkit Let's Play, I figured out what house I'm going to be building, and I've gathered all the materials for it. It took ages to find enough wool, but I finally found enough wool. Like, I've been non-stop. I've just stopped, I think, yesterday, and I recorded it Friday, uploaded it Friday, and then Friday evening up till about Sunday evening, something like that, I've been on pretty much playing Minecraft. Never played Minecraft that long in a go before. Well, obviously I had breaks, obviously, but finally found all the bits I need. I found a good video on how to build a pretty nice little house. but the main problem was finding 27 wool, but I had to find 30 for the bed, obviously. But anyway, yes, that video will be out. I think it's Wednesday. I think ticket's out now as well. Wednesday, Friday, something like that. I honestly can't remember, to be honest. It's on my Twitter anyway. Oh, he just missed his train. Rip. It's on my Twitter anyway, my upload schedule. So if you haven't, make sure to check out my Twitter. I put the name up here, like the @ thing, but the link will be in the description for it. So if you don't want to go searching through Twitter through that name up there, you can just click the link and you'll be redirected straight there. Because a lot of my updates and that, I'm not using my Instagram anymore because one, it was just a pain in the backside to actually put things on it. Because everything had to be a photo, you can't just put a status update or anything like that. And it was just a pain, to be honest with you. And the majority of the people on it were liking the stuff, but no one would actually ever do anything on it. They wouldn't like watch it or go to the Twitter or anything. They'd just like it for the heck of it, I think. So press Q for that. Bring the speed down to 20. Just check there's no red lights coming up. Okay, so we've got a 20 zone up here. Wheel slip. I don't know what to do. Oh, the sander stops wheel slipping. I mean, I think I should have known that already, but okay, it makes a lot of sense now. Okay, that worked. Okay, there we go, that worked. Sorry about being quiet, I was trying to figure out how the heck to stop the wheel slip. Didn't realise how slow I actually ended up going, so now I've got all this part here going 20. I could have probably started properly slowing down there. But, you know, whatever, I guess next time, if I ever do this ever again, I'll know not to brake till later. We are turning right as well. Now, if you're new to Train Simulator, like you've been looking at this thinking, yeah, I could play that game. It looks pretty interesting. Or maybe you want to, maybe just like trains or something. I don't know. But if you don't know anything about trains, this is where the good part of this game, I guess, is that they've got an academy. Oh, sorry. They've got an academy on it, and what that pretty much does is it tells you everything you need to know: how to move the trains, how to stop, how to there's a couple of missions on reading signals, so if you don't know what a double yellow is or whatever, there is a tutorial on how to do them, which is pretty good if you ask me. Okay, let's just move that back down to 10. But there is tutorials on how to drive the trains, how to read signals. Obviously, you know, you got your red to stop, your green to go, but I can see there we've got double yellows, you get single yellows, you know. I mean, they're pretty simple to know what they are. But once you've done a tutorial as well, you know exactly what they are, and they're not as hard as they seem. But no, I need to fix that. But that's where I guess it's okay, because the last couple of train simulators have been the same. I'm quite glad that it kind of does a free update for you if you bought Train Simulator. I think the next one, I think it's on a new engine, so I don't think that will be a free update. But I've been what's it called? I've had Train Simulator since about 2014, and you know, it's not ever done me wrong. Anyway, you have successfully completed your journey to Clapham Junction. It's time to take a well-earned break and let the next driver take over. Well done. There we go, we did the mission. We were on time for most of that, I believe. Let's have a look. On time. There. Oh, 22, 33, 44 and 34 seconds late through them. Which I know doesn't seem like a lot, but in the train world I guess that is. But it's still better than being like a minute late. Some wheel slip penalties which don't really matter. On time. There we go, so we did pretty well. It scored 797, so that was pretty good. Okay, menu. So if you want to do the tutorial, obviously it says Academy and you click on it. Obviously you probably know about this, but you see you get tutorials on some routes. I think these are ones that I've downloaded them. But you get to do different trains, so you've got the Academy trains, there's the trains I'm kind of driving, there's the American ones, there's the Munich ones, kind of things, and there's some steam ones. And you've got control, driving, objective, signalling, safety. So you can do like a whole thing on signals. Obviously I've not done a lot of them, because you know I know how to do the signal things. But yeah. But anyway, this has been Industrious Adam. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to check out my Twitter if you haven't already. And until the next episode, see you.